Today we're going to talk about the management process. The management process is a process workflow followed across any type of business that could be either private or public organization. The management process has four basic functions in the administrative process: the planning and decision making, the organizing, the leading and controlling, and they are known as the POLC. The importance of the administrative process lies on the prevention of future events and the control of the resources in a systematic and organized way. The management process can have either external interactions with other organizations or internal activities that have to be planned and controlled. An example that I can give you about management process is when Netflix started to change its management in order to fulfill the necessities of its consumers when they started to use their app. I'm running out of time, but come for part 2. As I was saying, Netflix changed its management in order to fulfill the necessities of its subscribers. It was a really difficult path for Netflix because they needed to know how to manage the change into a digital future. After surviving a drop in their subscription numbers, Netflix subscribers grew from 23 million in 2011 to more than 137 million subscribers in 2018. So as you can see, trusting their plan really worked for Netflix, as the business knew that DVDs were on their way out and they needed to make a change in the world.
In planning, we have many types of planning, and there are financial or non-financial planning. Financial plans relate to the monetary aspect of a concern. They help to expose not only the financial situation of a company, but also the resources from which money can be borrowed with. Formal and informal planning. In informal planning, nothing is written and is used to more in small companies. This is also in general, while formal planning defines specific goals that span several years, and here the goals are written and the members of the organization participate. Benefit planning. Benefits planning helps management achieve a higher level of benefits and provides intermediate checkpoints that allow management to assess progress toward predetermined goals. Short and long-term planning. Short-term planning can be defined as planning that covers a period of 6 to 12 months. Long-term planning generally involves a time span of 3 or 5 years. And the last one is specific or routine planning. In routine planning, the methods adopted to achieve a particular object and during a particular period are the same without any major changes. The main purpose of the specific planning is to evaluate internal controls to obtain additional information, evaluate an quality that audit risk, and select the audit procedures to apply to each component in the execution phase through their respective programs.
Vision and mission of planning. It consists in form, quality, and comprehensive decision-making, policy creation, and analysis for allocation of financial and analytical resources, acquire, analyze, and share knowledge, cultivate an environment where growth and ultimate trust, understanding, and shared commitments.
Organizing involves developing an organizational structure and allocating human resources to achieve objectives. And Louis Allen gave it a more formal definition. There are 7 principles of organizing: specialization, unity of objectives, coordination, scalar chain, unity of command, delegation and decentralization. Last one, accountability and responsibility. There are 4 main reasons why it is important. The first one is adapting to change, optimum resource utilization, specialization, and effective administration and personal development. There are 4 steps to the organization process. Organizing function begins with the division of the total work into smaller units that are called jobs. Now the similar jobs are grouped together and put under one department. There are 2 types of department: functional and divisional. Now employees are assigned duties by giving them a document called job description, which defines the contents and responsibilities related to the job. In the first step of the process, all the individuals are assigned some authority matching to the job they have to perform. Now, there are different types of organization. It can be tall or flat. In the first one, there are multiple tiers between top managers and employees, and in the other one there are few levels between them. Now let's see some charts. This is an example of organizational chart. And this is a matrix structured diagram, which is used for reporting levels both horizontally and vertically. Yes, it is a little more complex. Now let's see the functional areas, which is the simplest and the most prevalent form of organizational structure. In this one, each specialist has control over the function under his charge, no matter where that function is performed in the organization. Now, in the staff or functional authority organizational structure, there are two categories: line position and staff position. In the first one, I can talk to my boss directly, but in the staff position, I can't.